Hello, so today we're going to talk about neuromotor and balance. So when you think of balance, you use it every single day. Whenever you're walking, you want to stay balanced. Whenever you're sitting down, you want to be balanced. You don't want to be falling over. When you're doing chores, anything that you do during the day, it requires balance. Now, some may think that working on your balance isn't necessary, but it's really important, especially for the older population. Because once you get older, your balance starts to goes off, your equilibrium is a little shaky, and even if you have an injury, like say a concussion as a teenager, I've had a concussion before, and my balance was off whenever I had my concussion. So really focusing on balance and doing exercises throughout the week really helps you improve it. And so the ACM, the guidelines say that you should be doing it about 2 to 3 times a week, either a moderate or vigorous intensity. But really one thing that is really important about balance is you want to keep doing it. You don't want to go away from it because you might lose those abilities that you've gained. And so you really want to make sure you're keeping working at it and staying with it, because the more you work out, the better you're going to be, and it's going to help you in your everyday life, in your chores, and going around, walking around with kids, going to class, anything like that. So 2 or 3 exercises that I think that really would help balance is, one of them is just, this is more important for the older population, is we're going to stand like this, feet about shoulder width apart, and we're just going to march in place. Now, if you're older, the shifting of the weight might be hard. So you really want to focus on being really smooth with your movements and not herky-jerky, because you don't want to fall over. So you want to just act like you're marching in place, basically. So you're going to lift opposite hand, opposite knee up and back down. Up and back down. Just like so. And it really helps, as you can see how it's kind of moving. Up and down, just like that. And that's a really good one, like I said, for the older population, because you're using your quads, you're using your hammies, your glutes, you're using your abdomen for stabilization. You're using basically your whole body to stay balanced. Another one that I really like is lunging. So lunging forward and back. Now again, this might be especially harder for older adults, just because the bending of the knees and getting down low and not. So this one may be for 30s to 40-year-olds. So you would lunge forward and just sink into it like so and come back. Now the depth that you go at can be different for every single one, but just like this. Back and forth. You really want to focus on being stable. You want a stable base, crouch down, and then come back up like so. Okay, and then the last exercise that I really think that will really benefit is it's not really an exercise, but whenever I had a concussion, I didn't realize standing on one leg with your eyes closed is very difficult. And so sometimes, especially if an older adult, just sitting there with your hands by your side and just having your eyes closed and just really focusing on yourself and just making sure that you're balanced and you can feel, because if you kind of feel like you're doing this, then maybe that is a sign that you need to work on your balance just a little bit more. So yeah, that's what I would do. I would just sit here, maybe at the end of your workout, and just really sit here and breathe through it and feel it, and just make sure that you're not wobbling everywhere. Kind of like so. So again, balance is really important, and I really hope that more teenagers start to work on balance and older adults, because it really will help in everyday life. Thank you.